Who's the fight? When and where?
It's not booked yet.
It's not booked yet?
It's not. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. Look. Is it around a very patriotic celebration?
Before that, some people want to be doctors. Some people want to be lawyers.
All I want to
like, I want to throw people on their head. I started training twice a day when I was 12 years old. By the time I was 14, I qualified for the Olympic trials. Like, I have been doing this my entire life. They treated me like I never won an Olympic gold medal, and that's why I won too. When I was 15, I finally told my mom that my coach had been sexually abusing me for years. What if I told you that I forgive him?
Is your true question? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, it's your host of the Death Row MMA. And today we got a very special guest, another very close friend, and somebody that of all the people I'm going to be bringing on, I might respect a lot of people that come on the show, but I want to admire a lot of the people that come on the show. This is actually a person that I do admire because I've seen her since her amateur days here in this fine gym, all the way to having a championship in the biggest organization in UFC, two-time Olympic gold medalist, maybe possibly already the greatest combat athlete walking planet. You won PFL so many times, I think you bankrupt the company. So with no further ado, one of my all-time faves, Kayla Harrison. Let's go, America. Come on. 2 gold medals for this country. What's up,
That's
man?
right, baby.
How are you?
Only one ever.
Very true. And a UFC belt and PFL belt.
Yeah.
I mean, the only one that's like up there with you like that is like Henry, you know? But he's
Yeah.
only got one. And I was telling him
he's-
yesterday, he only got one, Henry.
No, he's coming. He knows. Have you seen that? We made a bet years ago.
But he's got 2 belts in the UFC. That's the
He's
thing,
got.
though.
So listen. So we made a bet. Maybe 2020, like 5 years ago, like years and years ago. I said I'm going to win the PFL belt twice. I have 2 Olympic gold medals. I'm going to go to the UFC. I'm going to become UFC champion. I'm going to defend my belt. I'm going to move up and get another belt. And then he has to call me the greatest combat athlete of all time. And he owes me 100 anytime push-ups. And he did not want it. And I said, if I don't do that, I'll give you 1,000 anytime push-ups. And he did not want to take that bet. But eventually I talked him into taking it. So Henry's going to owe me some push-ups real soon.
You're hard to say no to.
I know.
Kayla, what was it like growing up for you? For those that don't know.
Ooh, growing up. It's funny.
Let's take you to 5, 6, 7 years old when you start. Is that
Yeah,
right?
I
Like
started judo
this-
when I was 6. Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
take us through that. Your first days in the judo gym,
Mm-hmm.
what that was like. And if you were, obviously me from the outside, knowing it, from the outside and inside, I would think that judo came to you relatively easy, but was it?
No. So, I mean, the story goes that I saw a karate commercial on TV and I was running around the house, like trying to break shit. And my mom took judo in college as like a self-defense course. So she took me to the local dojo. And from the very beginning, I was just obsessed. Like, I loved...
With the judo.
With-
Though you got
with judo.
bamboozled and it wasn't karate. You were
No,
okay
it
with
was judo. There was no karate.
But
it
when
was
you
judo.
got there and you found that it was judo, you were okay with it? Or you were like,
Yeah, no, I
okay.
was cool with it. I was just like, dude, it was just like all of it, like bowing, learning how to fall, like learning how to throw the boys, like choking. I just thought it was so cool. And I was like, I stopped playing other sports immediately.
What were you playing at that age?
I mean, like t-ball. I did dance, believe it or not.
What type of dancing?
Tap,
Ballerina?
jazz, ballet, hula, hip hop. Yeah.
Your little, what's it called? Lead play? What's it called? That thing they wear
Like
the
a
tutu?
leotard?
The leotard? Damn, Kayla with the leotard.
Yeah, shuffle
Whoa,
ball
what's
change.
up?
Yeah, no, I know. I wasn't jacked at 6. I was like,
I just picture you always jacked.
I was kind of like chubby, actually,
When did you get jacked?
after I started judo.
So at 7 years old, 8
Like
years
10.
old? 10
I
years-
remember there was like a summer.
I've seen pictures of you at like 13 years old. You were already fucking.
No, I
like,
was jacked.
Jacked.
No, I was like, my nickname when I was a kid was Chunky Monkey. And then like I kind of spent a whole summer training and doing judo. And by the time the summer ended, I had like little traps.
So
Like
then it was
I
just
remember there's a
monkey.
picture of me on the monkey bars and I had like, and I was 10 years old. Yeah.
Seen picture you young, you already getting out there. So what, you won your first competition? How'd you do?
No, dude. So I started judo and about 6 months after I started, I went to my first tournament and I always like make the joke, like there are 4 ways you can win a judo match. You can win by pinning your opponent for 25 seconds. You can win by arm barring your opponent, like tap or snap. You can win by choking your opponent, tap or nap. Or you can win by throwing your opponent flat flat on their back. That's like a knockout in boxing. So I went to my first competition and like 15 seconds in, I was flat on my back.
You were flat on your back.
I was flat on my back. Next competition I went, 30 seconds, flat on my back. I didn't win a tournament for the first 2 years of doing judo.
What kept you going?
I'm stubborn.
The practices were intense?
I was 6, 7.
Oh, so
I was training.
it was like you were in there, but you weren't, because at that age,
No, you're a kid. But I remember vividly
feeling.
the first time I won a tournament. I beat this girl, Nikki Schulteis, who always beat me. Nikki, I remember you. And it was like this podunk tournament in Indiana. It's like in a elementary school gymnasium, but like I got to stand on top of the podium and I got this trophy that was as big as me, and my mom was taking pictures. And dude, that was it. I was like, some people want to be doctors, some people want to be lawyers.
All I want to do.
Like, I want to fucking throw people on their head. And I want to be the best in the world at it.
How old were you at that moment?
8.
8 years old. And that's it. Made the pledge.
That's it. We moved at that time when I was 8 years old. We moved to a more competitive club. That was like a 45-minute drive from where we lived, and I started training every day.
Would your mom be bragging to all the other moms like she gets it from me type shit?
I don't know, actually. I've never asked her that. I mean, she definitely was all in too. Like she had high aspirations, and like she was obsessed with the Olympics. She wanted to be an Olympian when she was little, and so, but she had me when she was really young, and so I think that this was like, yeah, she was all in. She was like,
awesome.
My daughter wants to be an Olympian. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get her there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the rest of your family? How'd they feel about it?
I mean, my real dad wasn't in the picture. My stepdad, who I called dad, he just is like, whatever, as long as she's having fun. I have a younger brother and a younger sister, and they both did judo.
Yeah. Standouts?
I mean, they did it just because it was like the thing, like it became our family's like thing. Like we had vacation around judo tournaments. Like if there was a tournament in Florida, we all drove down to Florida, and then I would do the tournament. Ooh. And then we'd go to the beach on the way home from the tournament. Like it just became like our thing. Yeah. But I mean, obviously with it came a lot of hardship, when I moved, by the time I was 12, I was training twice a day. So like I was waking up every day before middle school. I was either running at 5 a.m. or I was going to lift with my coach. Then I was going to school all day. Then I was training with the wrestling team or the cross country team after school. Then my mom would pick me up. She'd take me to the dojo.
Wait, so you do cross country and then you go fucking do judo?
Yeah. So either we'd like run 7 miles or whatever, and then I'd go to judo.
Cross country's no joke. I did it for like 2 weeks.
No, dude, I hated it. Hated it. No, it's the worst.
Just run and run.
I mean, it was good for me because I was starting to be so alienated, like, because I traveled a lot and I was so it was good for me to have like that link to still being a kid and still having friends at my school. That's why I enjoyed it. But I hate running. I hate running.
Especially like they run. Running like 5 miles to warm up.
No, I know.
Any other sports you played along?
No, I'm telling you, 8 years old, I said I want to be the best. I mean, I qualified for the Olympic trials when I was 14.
Is that one of your bigger accolades? Did you just even qualify at that age?
I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, to qualify for the Olympic trials.
To think that you're beating out a woman that's 24 in her prime.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Has been doing
it's not that hard. It wasn't that hard in the United States. I also competed at when I was 14 years old, I was competing at 105 pounds. So like,
wasn't that deep that field?
48 kilos. I mean, it wasn't. It was a big deal that I was 14 and that happened. Like people were like, oh, like this girl could be something, but nobody knows for sure. At 14, so much can happen. So much could go wrong. So much can go right. Like,
who was your favorite judo player growing up?
Jimmy Pedro or Kosei Inoue.
Pedro.
Yeah. 2-time Olympic bronze medalist, world champion. I remember in '99, he won the world championships. I was
with jiu-jitsu too.
I was 9 years old. He came to the junior nationals. I was a green belt. He signed my green belt. And then that Christmas, I think I got he has a documentary called Fury on the Mat. I got that documentary for Christmas, and I I wore it out. Like I watched it so many times.
Yeah.
I was obsessed. And
You
then I
learn a
grew up
lot?
and I got to go train with him.
You learn a lot from that documentary?
I mean, I think that I learned what it is to like have a fire inside. Like as a human being, that man is relentless. Like obviously you being a professional athlete and being in a gym like this, being in a sport like this, you see a lot of animals, top tier, just like, but when I tell you, like, he is the most driven, focused, motivating, like, person I have ever met in my life. Like, period. Like, he sees something, he goes and gets it. You know, like, now he runs a fucking giant business. Like, if he just is like he has the relentless pursuit of excellence. And he instilled that in me, you know, at a very young age. Without ever even knowing
Brazilian,
who I
right?
was.
Brazilian, right?
No, he's American.
American.
Yeah. Yeah. But obviously at that time, like.
Was fighting even a thought then?
No. I mean, I was also fighting for my life, you know? Like, when I was 15, I finally told my mom that my coach had been sexually abusing me for years. So, you know, all of the while I'm making all this progress and I'm excelling and I'm getting really good at this sport. But like as a human being, I was like withering, you know, like this bright, bubbly, outgoing, young little girl. Like all of a sudden I started wearing sweatpants every day and I stopped looking people in the eye. And you want to talk about like teenage angst? Like I fought with my mom and dad. Like they had to call the cops on me. Like I was out of control because I was living this lie. You know, I was like dealing with this, like, I mean, this unnatural thing. Like as a kid, you don't know how to handle it. And I got to the point where I was either going to run away, I was going to kill myself, or I was going to say something. Did I tell my mom like what had been going on?
Because I only ask because I'm a parent. Why is it that kids don't say something sooner? Is it because you're scared at that point?
I wrote a book about this. Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's grooming, right? So not only do predators groom the kid, but they groom the family too, and they groom everyone around you. So it's not like it just starts off like boom, like 0 to 100. It's small. It's so, like I moved to that club when I was 8 years old. Like slowly over time, my parents became like they trusted him, and he became like a family friend, and it was no problem for me to go over there, spend the night there. And same thing for me. Like he slowly like, it's like it's similar to an abusive relationship, but it's a child's mind. So like if you put a frog in hot water, the frog's going to jump out because the water's hot.
Boil it
slowly. If you put a frog in warm water and you slowly turn up the temperature, the frog will sit there the whole time and die. So it's similar. And kids, you have to understand the power dynamic. Like, that's an adult. That's supposed to be the person in charge. And they're telling you, like, this is our secret. Don't say anything or we'll get in trouble. Like, nobody can know.
Putting the blame on you.
Mm-hmm. There's also, like, you don't know why, but there's an internal shame and, like, a guilt. I mean, when I told my mom, like the level of PTSD, like I really thought like I was going to go to jail too. Like I thought like it takes two to tango and I'm going to get in trouble. And like, I had no idea. Like your brain is so warped by that point, you don't understand. It took years for me to realize like, oh yeah. What if I told you that I forgive him?
Because you're a true Christian. And God
what
bless
if I
you.
told you that it's not my place to judge and that only God can?
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. It's tough.
But if I was president, kill all these can't reproduce, bro. You hurt the children, you're done with.
No, it's tough, right? Because I'm a parent now, and I think about that. Like, if
and
someone,
talk about
if
how you
someone
became a parent
fucking
on the show,
came
or
close, yeah, of course, I have no problem with that. If someone even like thought about touching my children,
your
like,
dad.
yeah,
Dad.
no, yeah,
100%.
ugh, yeah, yeah. So I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. I'm a single mom. I actually adopted my children.
Single, what's up, girl?
Very single.
That's why I put my suit on.
What, can we talk about this for a second? Is I can't wait to see the comments after this airs. I'm like,
Feel me? I knew I was
show
gonna
him the
have,
full fit. Show him.
Nah, I can't do that right now. I knew I was gonna have a kid on, so I put the suit on.
So just very handsome.
Okay, single mom.
Yeah. So I adopted 2 kids. My
From your
niece and
sister.
nephew. Yes.
Correct.
So it's a sad story, but it has a happy ending, sort of.
It's one of the greatest stories. Another reason why I look up to you so much is I have kids, and it is like fighting's hard, fighting's tough. But I think all parents listening know there's nothing like having
so
kids.
much harder.
There's not. You can't hit them. You can't out scream them. You can't even outrun them.
No, I know.
You just gotta sit there and deal with whatever's happening, you know. And it's ever changing.
I know.
The pieces are moving so fast.
Dude.
These little things need to eat.
Parenthood
sleep.
is the roughest hood I've ever been in.
It's tough.
100%.
From being an athlete my whole
100%.
lifetime, being a parent, and then, but the thing is, for me, I like gradually got building. You overnight, 2 kids, bam,
Yeah.
and then you go on to win the UFC championship.
Yeah.
While you had other problems that we know about that you were going through, you know. So it was like, you just set for me the standard. Like, it doesn't. I've always thought it in my head, but you're one of those people that do it as well. Like, it doesn't matter what you're going through, what's happening around.
Yeah.
There's a will, there's a way. Every day you're clawing, scratching, and fighting for that goal. You could get there, you know. Might be rougher than other people. Might take you longer.
Yeah. So my sister had 2 kids, but she was in and out of the system. And in 2019, my mom had custody, but she had a stroke. And then about 5 months later, her husband very suddenly passed away. So yeah, I flew up to Ohio. I helped take care of the arrangements, the funeral arrangements.
Overnight.
My mom was grieving. You know, my stepdad also, you know, he had ended up committing suicide. So this is the second man she'd had to bury. Like, she was in a bad way. And I just felt really pulled and really called to take Kayla and Emery. Kayla was 5 at the time, and Emery was 6 months. And I just said, Mom, you know, let me take him for a while. Like, you focus on you, get back to good health. I mean, I don't even think she could drive yet at this point. You know, like, she was like still recovering.
You were like in the middle of camp, I think.
Yeah.
Or just
No, I was
coming
still,
up,
no, I
right.
mean, I was still, at that time, I was still signed with the PFL, but
Yeah.
I was
Like
fighting.
fighting,
I was
I know.
fighting. Yeah, so we
Was it
packed up
towards
a car.
the later end of PFL too?
Yeah, I mean, I ended up being there for another couple. I was under contract for another couple years, but it was also right in the middle of the pandemic, I think, or right before the pandemic. So it was like I packed up a car, I drove home with 2 kids,
New life.
and new life. Pretty much, yeah.
Did you already have the ranch when you had the babies?
No, no. Yeah, so I it was a big change, and the scariest time in my life, but also clearly like God's hand is all over the story. You know, like I truly believe that they were given to me for a reason, and that like not only am I hopefully making a difference in their life and like breaking the cycle of addiction and trauma in our family, but like, dude, they saved my life. Like, you want to talk about like, I'm doing all these things, I'm training, I'm fighting, but I'm in like abusive relationship after abusive relationship. I'm making bad choices. I'm fucking up left and right. Like, just lost. I'm a lost human at this point. And God stepped in and said, dude.
Direction with the kids.
And he gave me direction. And he said,
Kids
like,
that
you
make you
might not be smart enough or brave enough or wise enough to like fix your life for you, but are you going to fuck up their life too? And I was like, no, God, no, I'm not. And slowly but surely, you know, my life started to change.
It's a whole other ball game to
Yeah.
deal with kids. Though they're the biggest blessing, but it's
100%.
you know.
But I think that in a weird way, it gave me balance that
Any of
I
them doing
needed.
judo?
Yeah, my daughter's obsessed with judo.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
No, she loves it.
She's got it. She got the little gene.
She's tough as nails, dude. Like, I worry. I think you probably have the same fear, right? Like, we grew up so, like, my kids are growing up so different from me. Like, I don't want to say soft, but definitely definitely privileged. You know, like
way softer than how we're going.
Like, I mean, they don't have to worry about shit really. And so sometimes I have that fear of like, dude, am I giving it to them too? Like, Do they have it too easy? I'm also a single mom, so it's hard like to be the disciplinarian and the nurturer. You know, like I have to find a healthy balance where it's like I'm not a hard ass all the time, but I'm not too soft on them. But my instinct is to be soft. Like my instinct with my kids is to like not have consequences.
The supersized meal
yeah,
on McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. That's my
toy.
instinct. And so I have to like constantly try and walk that middle line. And I worry like, dude, are my kids going to be soft? Because we know that if you raise soft kids, like it's going to create tough times for them. So you need to properly prepare them.
Just them being around you, seeing what you go through.
No, dude, she's tough as nails. She's a beast. Be all right. No, I mean, it's always a fear as a parent, but I think they are going to be all right. They're tough. They are tough.
You're going to get into judo, take it. Yeah.
I don't know. I hope not.
Back in the judo world.
I hope not.
So now that we're in the judo topic, your first Olympic, are you favored to win it?
No. So in 2010, I wasn't seated at the World Championships.
Okay.
And I came out of nowhere and I won the World Championships. So all of a sudden.
The year before the Olympics.
2 years before.
2 years before the Olympics.
Yeah, so in Tokyo, in Japan.
Who was the finals against? What country?
The Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Mm-hmm.
Brazil's great at judo.
Yeah, they are. She was one of my biggest rivals my whole career. Mayra Aguiar. Yeah.
Beat her that World Championship.
I beat her in overtime, sudden death at the World Championships. And
bone?
No. Like a Yuko.
Oh.
Yeah. And then 2 years later, I think I was seeded 8th at the Olympics.
So, and what happens a year after that World Championship? Compete?
I did. There was another world. I mean, you're competing the whole time. I think I took bronze at the Worlds that year.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did. I took bronze. It was in Paris.
Definitely in the mix though.
I'm starting to be in the mix, but I'm still not like a top dog by any means.
Because in judo it fluctuates, right? Like a
there's
world
a lot
champion
of-
2 years
yeah.
ago doesn't mean that, you know.
I mean, you could win the world championships and never be seen again.
Yeah.
Like,
judo's tough.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
You've got to like the longevity that I ended up having in my career. I think is also a testament to my coaches and
your will,
my mindset. Yeah, because normally, yeah, it's tough to stay on top for so long.
So what you go to the next one, which is the Olympics.
Yeah,
you
so
come out,
2010 I win the Worlds. 2011 I took a bronze. I lost to the French girl in the semis. I still think it was bullshit, but it's fine. But it was in Paris, so they're gonna give it to her. And then yeah, in London I was I think the 8th seed. I end up my first match. Yeah, I armbarred the girl, the Russian. Second match. Dude, the second match, the quarterfinals of the
Russians
Olympics.
as good in judo as they are as wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're beasts. At that Olympics, the Russian team took 3 gold medals out of 14. Yeah, they were beasts. Yeah, so what happened? Oh, yeah, in the quarterfinals, I competed against a girl who I had never beaten. And she was just like stylistically, she was a very hard matchup for me, like a 6 foot tall lefty who did Uchimata. I just really struggled with that style. And she threw me right off the rip. And then I found another gear and I dug deep and I just like, at that point
when
I wasn't even trying.
She scored?
She scored a Wazari.
Was it okay?
So if you score 2 Wazaris, the match is over. Yeah. So like she scores a Wazari, I'm behind. I got 3 minutes to try and figure out how to win this match. And I just like, Jimmy's he's like, do you want to be Olympic champion or not? Fucking go get this girl. And I was just like, all right, hell hath no fury. I just like unleashed. And then I scored a Yuko, then I got up, and then I scored a Wazari, and then I got up. She broke. No, mentally she broke.
But physically you broke her first, like your pace was just
Yeah, no, I just was like, I'm going to find a way to win. And she broke. And then so I threw for a Yuko, then I got up, then I threw for a Wazari, then I got up, and I threw for a Ippon. She got up and she was like, she was like,
oh, you broken her.
I broke her.
Okay. And then the next match.
Semis, I fought the Brazilian. And it was a close match. I think I threw for a Yuko. And then I think she kind of like cracked after that. She was like mentally.
How was your strength level compared to all the other girls?
I mean, you
You
have
feel
to
you were
remember
stronger?
back in the day, this is at 78 kilos, so I was 170 pounds. So,
Against other 170-pound girls.
mm-hmm.
Would you feel you had a strength
No,
advantage?
because I didn't cut weight. So a lot of them cut weight. So like 78 kilos is 172 pounds, and I would walk around at like 170. But I was eating like 6,000 calories a day. Like I was like strength training 5 days a week. Like I was a beast. But I think that, I mean, like the French girl, for instance, still strongest human I've ever had put hands on me. Like physically, like monster.
Was there any
Just
mindset change
mentally.
from your first gold medal run to your second?
I mean, it just was like,
Anything that you were more dialed in or less? Like back then, I used to count calories. Now, I just
no, because I didn't
Everything
count
was the same.
calories. I think so. A lot of people don't know this, but I won my first Olympics on like a dislocated knee. So 6 months before London, I was training in Japan. We heard this snap. We fly home. Doctor looks at it. He tells me my MCL is torn. So the Olympic committee flies out. Physical therapist. I'm doing physical therapy for like 6 hours a day, every day for 4 weeks to get back on the mat to get to the Olympics. I go to the Olympics. I win. Everyone's like, all right, and my knee always hurt, but I was just like, okay, this is like scar tissue or whatever. Like, this is just how it's going to be. I started training again, and like my knee would just give out sometimes. Like I would just like be walking and it would just like collapse. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? So I went to the Celtics orthopedic surgeon, because now I have a shiny gold medal, so everyone wants to like help me. He does a new MRI, looks at my old MRI. He's like, dude, your MCL was never torn. Your knee's been dislocating and subluxing in and out for a year now. So basically, they had to go in and totally reconstruct my knee. So they sawed my tibia in half. They moved it over. They reattached my patella tendon. They took a piece of my hamstring. They rebuilt the tendon that was fucked up, which was the PMFL or PFML. I don't remember what it's called. And I mean, I had like a total reconstruction of my knee in 2013. So then I had 3 years to like get back and be the
And how
Olympic
long
champ.
did it take from when you get off the operating table?
I mean, I was on bed rest for 6 weeks. I wasn't allowed to do. I had like a machine that like would move my knee,
Oh wow!
and then I was in a straight leg brace. After that,
How long?
I think another 6 weeks, and then I started PT. And I think 6 months after I had my surgery, I got back on the mat for the first time.
Yeah, that's serious answer.
It was like, it was intense. And then 6 months after that, 3 months after that, I competed in my first tournament, actually in Cuba.
How'd you do? Cuban
I
judo
won.
girls used to be legit.
I won.
We used to have a super team over there.
No, dude, they're beasts. Actually, funny story, I won. And in judo, you get prize money at Grand Prix and Grand Slams. And I was just so grateful I competed against a Cuban girl in the finals, I think. And she was one of my heroes growing up. She was like an Olympic silver medalist, Yelena Castillo. She was like,
Each level.
bro, scary. And I remember them telling us, like, we make $28 a week, da-da-da-da. And I was like, dude, that I can't even, like, we have no idea how blessed we are. Like, if you're born 90 miles south of here, like, are you kidding me? So I won the tournament and I gave her my prize money. And dude, she named her baby after me. There's a little girl in Cuba named Kayla. Yeah. No, I was very grateful to God that I was able to get back to doing what I love after what I considered a really hard physical setback.
How were your nerves going into that second one? Was it more pressure or
Oh
were
my
you
gosh.
like for your second gold medal?
I mean, to be honest, dude, I was so burnt out by that.
First one.
By the time I got to my second Olympic Games, like, I wanted to be done. I had just done it's very like, you go to the same tournaments, you face the same girls, like, every year there's a tournament in Paris, and there's no season in judo. It's not like you get time off. So like, it's a grind. There's the European tour, there's a South American tour, there's the Asian tour, there's the World Championships, there's the World Masters, so like, you're not there's no
is
break.
that when the fight bug started biting you around the second time of the Olympics, or was it after?
So I was ready to like be done a month before the Olympics. I almost had like a nervous breakdown where I was just like, dude, I can't do this anymore. I fucking hate it. I don't want to be here. And I mean, honestly, Jimmy and Big Jim, like we were at this tournament and Big Jim just fucking, he knows exactly. You've seen him here. He's still in my corner.
Yeah.
No, he laid into me. He was like, you don't have what it fucking.
That guy's so physically fit. So
how old you don't have what it takes to win anymore. You don't got that bit in your mouth. You don't want to win. You don't even want to be here. He's like, I'm not coming to the finals. Like basically just like shitting all over me. Like saying that I didn't have what it takes. And I'm like, the last
telling an Olympic gold medalist.
No, the last 4 years, I've done every fucking tournament. You know, Olympic champions don't do that, dude. They don't like they compete 4 times a year and they get the good treatment. But the Pedros didn't treat me like that. They treated me like I never won an Olympic gold medal, and that's why I won too. You know, because they didn't want to be my friend. They didn't care. Like they wanted me to be successful, and they weren't afraid to like push me. You
had a horse that could push him.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that medal, you're like, all right, I want to do this fighting shit. Is it right away?
No. I was like, dude, after I won my second gold medal, I don't think I did anything.
What type of rage were you involved in? Throw like a sick rage. Where did you win that second one at? Where were you?
Brazil.
Was it a sick fucking party after that? You guys shut it down.
What happens in the Olympic Village stays in the Olympic Village.
Okay. But in Brazil, there was no partying in Brazil
there
after
was some partying in Brazil.
Okay. And it was good partying.
It was some good partying.
Good raging. How many days of partying
I stayed
Olympic gold 10 days at minimum.
I stayed until the closing ceremony. So and I competed in the first week. So 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks.
2 weeks in Brazil, unattended.
Yeah. Nice.
Living my best life.
Eating all the picanha.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything. Yeah. It was fun.
And then you get back.
It was fun.
To
Boston.
Yeah. Parade.
Yeah. Kayla Harrison Day. Parade. Kayla Harrison Day in Middletown.
You got a boyfriend at the time?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Did you break his heart right away? Like, I got 2 gold medals. I got to upgrade.
Nah, dude, he broke my heart.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, after you got the gold medal, he broke?
Bro. Don't even get me. So, like, we get invited. I get
belt, man. That guy ain't that bright, man. My dog got a UFC belt now.
He fucked up.
Wait, but
No, dude, we get invited to the Country Music Awards, right? We're sitting in the front row at the Country Music Awards because I'm a 2-time Olympic champion.
Oh, it's not because of him.
Bro, he's texting other bitches.
You just peeped over his shoulder?
Because I was planning a surprise party for him for his birthday. And so I went on his phone to get all of his buddies' numbers. I was going to throw this like big rager. It's going to be so great.
Boom, and you see.
And there's all these messages. He's like, oh, I'm going to Paris for the.
He was a judo player?
No. He was a jiu-jitsu guy. And then he's like acting basically like he's getting invited to all of these things. And I'm like, you're getting invited because of me.
You had to flex on his ass?
Yeah. No, it dragged out, but I was like, whatever. I mean, eventually I have no hard feelings now. Like we're good. But dude, when I tell you he broke my heart. He broke my heart. Like I thought we were going to get married.
Who's meaner, single Kayla or wifed up Kayla?
I don't think it matters. I am who I am.
Anyone in the sport of judo that you just can't fucking stand? You see that?
Plenty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You fight on site?
Yeah.
There's a couple of those?
Yeah.
Wait. Judo people are so
I'm
respectful
a very loyal
and polite.
person, and
can we drop names or now we?
No, I'm not.
We ain't gonna give them that.
I forgive, but I don't forget.
Okay. Well, because like they cross the line. Maybe don't say a name, but an incident.
Yeah, 100%.
Give the people some.
I mean, it just comes down to like if you fuck with the Pedros, you fuck with me.
Okay.
And they're very they're good people, and they probably wouldn't like cross a line, but I would. I'm from the trailer park, bro.
Here's an insight to the future, Kayla Harrison. There's a lot of big plans for you. I saved this right for you. There's a lot of big things. You're getting pulled in a million different directions.
Yeah. God is good.
I hear you got a country album dropping as well. All that shit's hot with Jelly Roll. I heard, you got some albums
You're
coming.
So funny.
After that,
no, there's a fight on the horizon. There's a fight on the horizon.
The country album.
Before that, for sure. No one wants to hear me sing. I'll tell you that. We all have our talents.
So what? Who's the fight? When and where?
I can't say that. It's not booked yet.
It's not booked yet?
It's not. I mean, it's...
You can tell nobody. You tell me I'm not going to tell nobody. Look.
It's a fight that we all want to see happen. And it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
Is it around a very patriotic celebration?
Before that. My perfect world, I fight soon.
Soon.
And then I fight again at the White House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for sure, I'm going to be on the White House card. I'm the only American champion currently.
Here's America gets
Apple pie.
2 Olympic gold medals for this country. Okay, and then let's say you fight this person that everybody wants you to fight, including myself, obviously. Somebody else after that? Or is that like your second gold medal in judo and you're going to be like, you know what? Or there's...
No, for sure, I'm not done. I'm gonna whoop her ass real quick. And then, I mean, in my perfect world...
it is your world.
In my perfect world, like, either Valentina beats Whaley, and then we do like a...
I think Valentina will come up with 35?
I mean, I hope so. Why not?
Yeah.
Then we
She's
do
done it
like
before.
we do like a USA versus Russia, like Rocky IV style.
I think she's...
At
Right?
the-
She switched her...
Valentina is from Peru.
No, but she switched like her residence. She always has a Peruvian flag when she comes out. So
Are you sure?
seen it.
Whatever.
She used to live
She
there.
looks like a Russian
Straight
assassin.
up Russian, yeah.
She looks like a
Straight up
Russian spy. So I think that would be
100%.
good. Or everybody been talking about how Ronda's coming back, so that would be great. Just to like...
Nah, but I love
Just to-
Ronda. She's been out too long. You can't do it. The Ronda.
Or whoever's next in line. Like,
Ronda-
I literally don't care. I'll fight
Ronda-
anybody.
Would it be a little personal with Ronda just because of the
Yeah,
judo?
100%.
Judo queen versus judo queen?
Mm,
There's only one judo queen. Sorry.
mm,
So sorry. But she does got a silver medal.
she's a bronze.
Bronze?
She took a bronze in Beijing. She took a silver at the Worlds.
Now that you're in MMA, since you started, let's say your first fight, have you felt the strength difference? It looks on tape like it's not even fair. Like as soon as
Really?
I've seen almost all your fights, and I don't know, it doesn't ever seem on
I mean,
tape
I
like
just
there's
think
a
that
girl
it's
that,
so
that can
different
wrestle
now.
back into you know? Even since your first fight, there's nobody that could like that takes that pressure and then they're not extremely fatigued after.
I mean,
it just looks
yeah.
like the strength difference is massive.
I mean, okay, well, like, look at Juliana, right? And this is
Juliana's a stud on the
no
ground.
shade on her, but like,
She's a beast
dude,
on the ground.
this is what we're talking about when I talk about these girls not understanding. Like, I just told you, I started training twice a day when I was 12 years old. By the time I was 14, I qualified for the Olympic trials. Like, I have been doing this my entire life.
You didn't start at 22 years old after you went to the military.
Juliana started at 20. She took a cardio kickboxing class and she was like, I want to do MMA. You know, like, this is different. There's levels to this. Like, it's different.
I feel you, yes. 'Cause that's how it is for us boys and boys.
No,
Like 7,
right.
8 years old.
If you
and it's just
imagine like a kid who's been wrestling since he was 4, you know, like these are
different, you know.
hours on the mat that you
And
can't
competing,
buy.
And competing. So you definitely feel
I do feel like now
not just
finally,
the strength, but in all aspects. Like
I
when you
think
lock up with the girls, you don't feel like you're done.
No, I'm at the point in my career where, number one, so now I fight at 135 pounds. So I have the size advantage because I'm cutting a shit ton of weight. I have the size advantage. I'm 20 fights in. So
Tell people how much weight you're cutting because they don't really know.
I mean, like 30 pounds. I walk around at 165.
And lean 165.
I'm 165 right now.
Lean as can be, and then all water.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a whole process.
What's the go-to meal after?
After I make weight, like after I fight, it's
Golden
usually...
Corral.
Baby, don't fight with me. No, dude, I love nachos and chocolate cake for some reason. Like post-fight, nachos and chocolate cake. I don't know why. And some champagne.
What's with the nachos? Chicken, steak?
All of it, yeah.
All of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything.
And then
Or like a
chocolate
nice
cake.
steak. Yeah, chocolate cake, dude. I just miss chocolate so much when I'm in camp.
Oh, wait, you got like a chef, huh?
Yeah.
Hey.
For when I'm in camp, yeah. We're 15 weeks out. We're locked in. 15 weeks out. 12 weeks out. 15 weeks out, I start my diet. 12 weeks out, start my slow, steady state cardio. So we're training in the morning. I come home, I break my fast, and then I either do 6 miles, or I swim, or I bike for 2 hours.
How much are you swimming when you swim?
I
Hour?
don't know. Yeah, forever. It feels like I'm not this. I feel like I'm gonna drown. I'm not built for. I'm like a rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this girl is one. I've seen everybody at this gym, as everybody knows. You are always an inspiration. You'll go and you bust your ass on the fucking mat like all of us. 2 hours in there, then you just take off and run. You know? No questions asked, no nothing, and that's done.
Shit, I gotta go.
We love you.
Time for my next session. Love you.
So,
Thank you guys for having me.